This is Ashton Marcus, and I'm on location at the Carpenter Performing Arts Center for Musical Theatre West's presentation of Singing in the Rain. Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm with
John Engstrom. I directed and choreographed Singing in the Rain here at Musical Theatre West at the Carpenter Center for the Performing Arts.
Great.
This is our preview night.
Okay. Great. So why did you decide to do this piece anyway?
Well, I was asked to do it over a year ago. And this is the second time I've done it here. The last time was in 2002. And this is a brand new set, brand new costumes, brand new cast. And we're really proud of what we got.
Great. This is such a challenging piece because it's so iconic. It's so the great singing, great acting. Everyone's going to think about Gene Kelly when they think about this.
Of course. Everyone. It's the most famous film musical there ever was, and of course, but we have our own, thing that we bring to it, and so we want to have the audience enjoy it in person. And I think they will.
So what do you look for in the casting?
Talent, skills, and the joy of performing.
Well, for a piece like this thing, are you trying to I want to find the ideal Gene Kelly, or are you looking for just, say, a good actor who can actually present this honestly and put their own spin to things?
Yeah, I'm not looking for a Gene Kelly. Here we have a man who's 6'3", blonde, so it doesn't look like Gene Kelly at all. No, we're looking for someone who bring their own personality to the number and the show.
Well, I enjoyed the performance.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. All right.
And thank you for being on the show.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm with...
This is Natalie McDonald, and I play Kathy Selden in Singing in the Rain at Musical Theatre West. I'm a SoCal resident. I'm from here, from Southern California, Simi Valley, actually. And this is my second musical here at Musical Theatre West. I previously did South Pacific, and I also work at Disneyland, and I've worked at Universal Studios, so I've kind of been all over the map here in SoCal.
Great. And which character did you play again?
Kathy Selden. She is the love interest, the ingenue in the story. She's kind of new to the whole show business, but she's very talented. And she comes in, and everybody quickly realizes how talented she is, including Don Lockwood, who is the lead, the Gene Kelly role from the movie. And so it's all about him getting her into the show business and all the drama that goes with that.
I loved your performance. I loved your singing because, again, I believe Debbie Reynolds did this before. I mean, everyone remembers Gene Kelly and Donald O'Connell, but Debbie Reynolds did. I don't remember her that well because, again, I just don't remember it that well, but actually your performance stood out a lot.
Wow, thank you so much. Well, that's an honor. It's such huge shoes to fill because it's such an iconic golden era of musical film that everybody knows this film, and everybody knows Gene Kelly and Donald O'Connor and, of course, Debbie Reynolds in the film, and it's been such an honor to play this part.
I also love I just love the personality you brought into it. You connected with the audience and all that. So I just think of all the performances, I'm not taking away from any of the other characters, but I actually liked your performance the most.
Wow, thank you so much. That's such an honor. It's been getting to sing these songs and to be able to put that kind of a style on your voice, a very specific 1920s and 1940s style of voice, and as opposed to the classic musical theater you hear today, which can be very belty and nasally, but to have that kind of nice singing ballads and standards, it's wonderful. I love it.
Actually, that's a question I have. Why do you think people don't tap dance as much nowadays? It's just not in style anymore.
Well, tap dancing is one of my favorite styles of dance, but it's also a style that not all dancers are required to learn. So if a person who can tap dance can also do ballet, but a ballet dancer doesn't necessarily tap. It's a very particular style that isn't necessarily required in a lot of dance curriculum. So, but they usually do have tap at lots of different dance studios and things like that. So the young people are still learning it. And as you can see, it comes in handy when you have to audition for a big mega tap show like Singing in the Rain.
Yeah, plus also the reason I like it is because two men can dance together. I mean, you can't do that in a whole lot of other styles.
Of course. Yeah, it's so wonderful. And plus, I get to dance with the two boys, especially in the song Good Morning, where it's me up against the two guys doing all this athletic choreography. And it's just a really fun style where you get to make drum beats and rhythms with your feet. feet. And people get so amazed at it. They're like, I don't understand how you can make all those sounds with just your feet. So it's just so much fun to be able to play with rhythms and to be a part of the music and not just dancing to the music, but to actually create the music yourself.
Exactly. You're almost like you're a percussionist. And also, again, you have three people could be on 3 different beats.
Yeah, and it's wonderful. And it's being able to tap and play, and it's so much fun with the tap dancing. I love it.
Do you consider yourself primarily a singer or a dancer or an actor?
Well, I do say that my voice stands out. I think that's my best feature about me, but I have been dancing my whole life, started taking tap, ballet, and jazz when I was 2, and I've been continuing with that, and I started acting when I was in junior high, I think with some church musicals and things like that, and then I started community theater, and I've just been working on that all the way. But every time I do a show, every experience, my singing, my dancing, my acting, it all grows, and with every show, with every class I take, and it's great.
Dancing when you were 2, I don't even think I was walking when I was 2.
Yeah, it's when you take those classes at like a Parks and Rec center, it's not really. It's basically point step.
Yeah, another thing I have to ask you, because I ask everyone I talk to, whenever someone starts at a very young age, I always ask them, do you think you were born different from everyone else? I mean, obviously you wouldn't know, but I just have to ask them that, because when you start at 2 or at 5 and you can play the piano or you can play the violin, and no one else can do that. Well, excuse me, a lot of other people can't do that. I just have to ask you, do you think you're just a little different from everyone else?
Well, both of my parents are accountants, so when they discovered that as soon as I was walking, I was dancing, and as soon as I was talking, I was singing, they realized we need to do something with her. So they threw me in dance class, and I was just singing in the church choir and things like that, all growing up. And, when I finally started taking voice lessons, I had a great advantage because it was something that I started doing when I was very young. And, of course, my dad raised me on Motown and also all these golden era films like Singing in the Rain or An American in Paris, Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire type of films. So it's something that I grew up with, and I've really had a fondness for it, and I've really been able to develop those styles growing up.
Okay, well, once again, I loved your performance.
Thank you so much.
And thank you very much for being on the show.
It's been an honor. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm with...
Hi, I'm Rebecca Ann Johnson. I play Lena Lamont in the show. This is my 3rd show with Musical Theater West. I came from New York. I've been working in LA in television and film and theater for about, many years at this point, and I'm just happy to be back. I play Lena Lamont. Lena Lamont is the silent movie star who, when all of a sudden everything turns to talkies, you realize she has the worst voice you've ever heard in your entire life. And so she has a bit of a hard time with that. And she's also in love with Don, her on-stage co-star, or on-screen co-star, and she has a hard time separating the two. So...
I'm always a big fan of the antagonist or the anti-hero, because that's where all the drama comes. That's where all the tension comes from. Sure. Without that, I mean, it's just some guy playing himself.
Absolutely. Oh, they're the most fun characters to play because, you get to have some of the greatest lines. Obviously, this is a musical based on the movie. And so, some of the iconic lines from the show I get to say in full nasally glory. And so it's just a delight. It's a real delight.
Yeah, well, I really loved your performance. You played it really well to the point where people actually start not to like you.
Oh, my goodness. Well, thank you. Well, then I did my job. If you hated me, I did my job.
More than that, also, you gave it the color, the art, and all. Did you do a lot of research? Did you look at the old movie, or did you try to do an imitation? What were you doing?
Sure. Well, I definitely tried not to do an imitation. I know it's such a beloved film, and I wanted to pay homage to the character, but I also wanted to not do it so dead on that people just thought I was mimicking the movie. So I added a few things in there, but there's such wonderful, wonderful things that come from that film, and the way they look, and a couple of the glances, and just the way she pronounced a couple of the words that I definitely thought, this would be a really fun thing to add a little color, and then the audience will go, oh, that's that hopefully they say, oh, that's a nod to the movie, that showing that I am paying a little respect to, of course, where it came from.
Well, once again, I loved your performance.
Thank you so much. That's so nice. Thank you so much.
And thank you very much for being on the show.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Hi, my name is Ashley Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm with...
Justin Michael Wilcox. I grew up in a small town called Bud Lake, New Jersey, and I went to college at the American Musical Dramatics Academy in New York City. Graduated from there, did a lot of touring work in New York, outside of New York, and I've been in LA now for 5 years. I play Cosmo Brown. Cosmo Brown is the best friend of Don, and they've been buddies since they were kids. They grew up in the dance class together, and they worked the vaudeville circuit. Don kind of got the leg up on the acting stuff, and so Cosmo kind of snuck in doing all the music in the background, and so he hung on doing all the music for the silent films, and winds up always kind of being the right guy in the right situation, able to hang on to the work and stuff. So his job is essentially to be there to support Don, make him laugh, if you will, and you know, he's the comic relief. He's the fun one.
What did you do for your character? Were you trying to do an imitation of Donald O'Connor?
Impossible. That's impossible. Donald O'Connor is the man. I watched the movie once, about a month before we started rehearsal, and then I was like, okay, that's the idea of it, and we're going to let it all go, and you just kind of have to bring something new and fresh, and at the same time throw the ode to, because I truly believe that Donald O'Connor is like the number one unsung hero of that time. I think he's so talented, and I think he didn't get his rewards for what he was. So I just try to do my best to honor that, at the same time bringing my goofy playfulness to it.
Yeah, well, I liked your performance.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, thank you very much for being on the show.
You have a good one. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ashton Marcus with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and I'm with...
Hi, I'm Lance Smith. Well, let's see. I think this is the second time we're doing this, right? Last time was Bonnie and Clyde over at Costa Mesa. Went from Northern California, went down to Fullerton Junior College over in Fullerton, and got my degree there and been working around since. So my most recent production is right here over in Long Beach, over at the Carpenter Center with MTW's production of Singin' in the Rain, playing the production tenor. So it's been a lot of fun, a lot of great people to work with. Honestly, it's been such a pleasure just to watch Lee and watch Natalie, everybody up on that stage. It's just such a pleasure to work with everyone. Seriously, so much talent up there.
Great. And you played the production tenor, but...
Yes. Yeah, I just played the production tenor. He has this one kind of thematic, I guess, part in the show where, like kind of in the old movies back then, they would bring on these random numbers where all these ladies would come in, and almost like Ziegfeld Follies kind of a feel. They have big headdresses coming in, and you have this guy singing this pretty song, and all these girls are dancing around. So I guess to kind of add more of the feel to the times, they wanted to add that to the show, and they had that in the movie as well, which was really nice. It was really nice to see all that. So.
You know what I really love about the show is meeting people like you who basically I saw you in a community theater piece, and now here you are in a professional piece.
Exactly. No, it's and it's a totally different venue from you have a 80-seat theater to performing in front of 1,100 people. It's like it's a dream come true. Honestly, I love working with all these professionals and on and off the stage, and I can't give enough love to all my friends and family giving me so much support. So.
Yeah, well, also all my viewers, too, because we saw you when you first started out. We're all behind you.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the support. Really do. Thanks.
Okay, thanks. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Of course. No problem at all. Have a good one.
Singing in the Rain will be playing at the Carpenter Performing Arts Center from July 10th to July 26th. For more information, go to www.musical.org or search for AMB Theatre, that's all one word, AMB Theatre on Facebook.